The year was 1834, and the heart of British politics was burning. The Palace of Westminster, the seat of Parliament, was engulfed in flames. Crowds gathered along the River Thames. Helpless as fire consumed the historic structure. The clock tower that once kept time for Londoners was gone, reduced to smouldering ash. The city mourned the loss. But from the ashes came a bold idea, a new Parliament building, grander than ever before. And at its centre would stand a mighty clock tower, one that would symbolize strength, resilience, and precision? In 1844, British lawmakers approved the plans for the new Palace of Westminster. Sir Charles Barry, the chief architect, envisioned a magnificent tower that would rise above the London skyline. But building the tower was only part of the challenge. It needed a clock unlike any other. The requirements were ambitious. The clock had to be incredibly accurate, capable of striking a massive bell to mark every hour. It had to withstand harsh weather and be visible from miles away. The task seemed impossible. Enter Edmund Beckett Denison, a brilliant yet stubborn lawyer and amateur clockmaker. Known for his precision and strong opinions, Denison accepted the challenge. Denison worked alongside master clockmaker Edward John Dent to create the most accurate and powerful clock in history. Every gear, spring, and pendulum was designed with absolute precision. The clock's mechanism was enormous, its pendulum swinging with exact rhythm. Meanwhile, a massive bell, the largest in Britain, was cast by the Whitechapel Bell Foundry. The bell weighed over 13.5 tons and was given the name Big Ben. Some say it was named after Sir Benjamin Hall, a large, imposing man who oversaw the bell's installation. Others believed it was inspired by a famous heavyweight boxer named Benjamin Count. Regardless of its origin, the name, Big Ben, stuck, and soon became legendary. The journey to complete Big Ben was not easy. The first bell cracked during testing, forcing the foundry to recast it. Even after its installation in the tower, Big Ben cracked once again in 1859 after Denison insisted on using a heavier hammer, instead of recasting the massive bell a second time. Engineers decided to rotate it slightly and use a lighter hammer. The crack remains visible to this day. Yet Big Ben's powerful chime still rings true, a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. On July 11, 1859, Big Ben rang for the first time. Its deep, resonating chime echoed across the city, marking the beginning of a new era. Londoners set their watches by the great clock, trusting it above all others. As the years passed, Big Ben became more than just a clock. It became a symbol of British identity. Even during World War II, when German bombers rained destruction on London, Big Ben continued to strike. Despite damage to the nearby House of Commons, the tower remained standing, a beacon of hope during Britain's darkest hours. Behind Big Ben's perfect chime was a team of dedicated clockmakers known as the Keepers of the Great Clock. These skilled individuals ensured every cog, wheel, and pendulum remained in perfect order. Twice a year, they would climb the narrow staircase inside the tower to adjust the clock's time. Remarkably, they used old pennies to regulate the pendulum's speed. Adding or removing a coin would shift the pendulum just enough to keep the clock accurate. For decades, the clock tower was simply known as the clock tower. But in 2012, in honor of Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee, It was officially renamed the Elizabeth Tower. Despite the name change, people across the world still affectionately call it Big Ben, a reminder that its iconic chime transcends politics, time, and tradition. By the 21st century, Big Ben had weathered nearly 2 centuries of wind, rain, and pollution. Cracks appeared in the tower's stonework, and its once golden details had darkened. In 2017, a massive restoration project began. Scaffolding rose around the tower, and the clock mechanism was carefully dismantled for repairs. For 4 years, London fell strangely silent as Big Ben's chimes ceased during the restoration. But in 2022, the iconic bell rang out once again. Louder, stronger, and clearer than ever before. Big Ben's fame extends far beyond London. It appears in countless films, books, and TV shows, often symbolizing British pride and resilience. From thrilling spy movies to romantic stories set in London, Big Ben has become a universal icon, a symbol of tradition standing firm in a fast-changing world. Today, Big Ben continues to mark each passing hour with unwavering precision. Tourists gather by the thousands to admire its towering presence, and Londoners still pause when its deep chime rolls through the streets. But Big Ben's story is not just about time. It's about endurance, craftsmanship, and the human spirit. From fire and failure to restoration and rebirth, Big Ben stands as a powerful reminder that even in challenging times, the heartbeat of history never stops. As the sun sets over London and the River Thames glistens in fading light, Big Ben's chimes echo once more. The world may change, but Big Ben remains. Steady, strong, and timeless. The heartbeat of London will never be silenced.